Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your Timeless Tarot reading. This tarot reading is intended to help those of you who are at a crossroads, who need to make a decision. Perhaps you're really confused about something that happened in the past and you would like more clarity. Okay, so how this works is this is path 1, path 2, and path 3. You have got to decide which each path represents for you personally, or if you just have, one question and you only need one path, decide which of the three you are most drawn to, okay? I will shuffle these cards back into the deck. I'm only using them as the illustration of the three separate paths. So, Cancer, use this reading to help you make a decision. I have created timestamps for each path in the description box below. I will start with path 1. If you are interested in a different path, go ahead and click the timestamp for that path now. Alright, Cancer, so path 1, let's see what it entails for the good and the bad, positive aspect, potential negative aspect of path 1, whatever path 1 represents for you, okay, Cancer? So let's see. Alright, so we got hope. That's good. That's the positive aspect here, and the potential negative aspect is the moon. So I see two moons here, and I know with two moons showing up, there's a lot of emotion involved with this path. Things are felt very deeply. You are best served to utilize your intuition on this path. That will serve you better. There's a lot of things going on under the surface. There's a lot of emotion taking place. So let's draw some tarot to get some clarity on these two aspects here. Okay, Cancer. Even though we're feeling as though we can't go on, like we're almost exhausted, we're not sure, we don't see the way forward, there is incredible hope and belief here that, things will prevail. And so now we have the Sun card in this position and the Temperance card in this position. Cancer, what this is telling me is that, there are things that are hidden about this path, okay? The Sun in this position, this is where there's more than meets the eye. Some of your doubts could actually be justified, that type of thing. On this side, all is well, things are in the light, but not on this side, okay? So we know there are hidden aspects, and Cancer, you are not to self-sacrifice, okay? This path, the potential negative is that, there will be more going on than you recognize, and it's almost like you'll have to apologize. You end up holding the bag. You always have to make the move, make the action, put the effort in, okay? So, but despite that, there's this great hope, which that could really hold a lot of weight. So let's pull most likely outcome for this path and see what it says. Oh, but you feel so blocked, and you almost can I even go on? Is this even worth it? I feel this unknown element has been present for some time. Okay, so we have beware who you trust, and the dagger. Okay, Cancer, listen. As I'm saying in all of these readings, because they are general, you have to ultimately go with, what your heart and your soul is telling you. But based on this reading, this is not the path, okay? This path, there's just so much hidden, and with the wolf and the dagger, beware who you trust, conflict and danger lie in wait. This is all about being stabbed in the back, taking advantage of lies, deception, betrayal, and it's almost like, I don't feel like this is a choice of like a new path to go down. Like, is this a job I should take? I mean, if it is about a job and you're like, should I go this way? I don't think that's the way for you based on this reading, but this feels to me something that's been more ongoing, where you need some information about, is this going to get better? And Cancer, I just don't see it happening with this particular reading. If this is about something that happened in the past and you were just kind of left hanging, the reason why you're being blocked by the universe is this was just not good for you. There was just a lot of betrayal, lies, things under the surface, things, that maybe somebody telling you you're crazy, even though, like, your intuition is telling you everything right, but no, Cancer, you're crazy. And I just feel, if this is about a person and a relationship that kind of just left you high and dry, you are better off. Like, they never had your back, okay? I hate to say that, but not based on this reading, they sure didn't. So this path 1, doesn't look in your best interest. But again, you have to make your own decisions for yourself, and just use this as a tool. So let's see some. Woo! As I say that, the universe, I don't know if this is really resonating. Please, 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 please listen to it. Okay, your advice that flew out. New vision. Cancer, this path I really feel is not in your best interest. You're better off with the new vision. It's like you're better off letting this go, or at least putting it on the back burner and focusing on other things, moving on. This is something that's happened in the past. Count your lucky stars, even though it may have caused you a lot of pain, left you very confused. Cancer, you were spared by the universe based on this reading, like, no question. You would constantly have to self-sacrifice, I feel, and go against your own intuition and logic and belief, but whatever it is, it's like you really wanted it. So that's why I'm apologetic that I don't see, that this is the best path for you, and you're better served to go with the new idea, new vision, new relationship, new way forward, okay? So those are the messages for path 1. I am wishing you all the very best despite that reading. I hope it helped, however. So anyways, take care, Cancer. Okay, so let's see what path 2 holds. We're going to pull a card for the potential positive and the potential negative of path 2. Okay, Cancer, let's see what comes out here. Potential positive, trapped. Ooh, that means to me that it could be a very long-term type of situation, commitment, relationship. Potential negative is fulfillment. Okay, so with those two pairing of cards, Cancer, it does look like something that has longevity, but your happiness and overall fulfillment, I'm not sure is 100% present, okay? It could be that, this person or situation is with you for life, but I don't know that you would be happy for life. There's just some elements to this path that I don't feel are in your happiness, okay? And as I say that, as I'm talking about that, these two fall out. Yeah, so this is kind of like you not being appreciated for everything that you give and do. It could just be some really heavy energy on this path, and that's what might interfere with your happiness. It's solid, it's stable, it's there, but um, you're not appreciated to the capacity that you should be, and you may be made to feel guilty quite frequently, you know. So the positive with the Trapped is the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. It's so interesting, Cancer. In these positions, this is like the illusions are torn down. There's nothing hidden from you. The High Priestess in this position, you've been granted access through the gates into the Temple of Wisdom. So it's like what you know and believe about Path 2 is 100% solid and true. Okay? There's no question about that. You see it exactly for what it is. And I do feel there's stability to it. However, the potential negative here is there's just a lack of appreciation for you, and it's like you, no matter what you do, it's not good enough. There needs to be more, and I think that will kind of wear you down a bit with this path. Okay, but I feel like you already know that. So if you know this is like a new job, what you think about it is the truth about it. You know, if this is about a relationship, look at that. As I'm saying that, this flies out. Love, true love and fidelity. You see it for what it is, okay? I do feel that if this is about a relationship, you know, there's either you're definitely in it 100%, the other person could definitely be in it 100%, but there's a huge lack of appreciation and value, which is really hard. So let's see what the overall outcome, or most likely outcome, is on this path. Alright, so we have, you will receive news from afar, and your luck will change. Okay, so we like this. This is actually a really good outcome. Even though we have this issue going on. So, Cancer, what I feel about this particular path is, if this is something of the past that you're needing closure about or you're curious about, what I feel is in the past, you know, the person involved was not on the same level as you. Like, they weren't ready to be in, or you weren't ready to be in all the way, okay? Most likely because you're curious, they left you hanging. And with this being the outcome, you will receive news from afar and your luck will change. I really feel you will hear from that person again eventually, okay? So you will be given the closure or another opportunity or second go around by that person specifically, or you will receive information about that person that will give you that understanding and closure, which will ultimately make you happy, okay? So if it's about something in the past, mainly a relationship, or, you know, just anything really, you are going to hear from that person, or you're going to hear about that. It's going to make you happy. It's going to give you the closure, okay? So it's positive. Now, if this is about the now, and, you know, if I go down this path right now, or I'm waiting to hear back, I do feel that, you know, there is potential here. And over time, with your luck will change, I do feel that this energy can be balanced out. But beware of that, okay? Beware of the fact that whoever you're dealing with or the situation at hand may not initially appreciate you and require quite a bit of you. Oh my goodness, and look, man, these cards are just jumping. That's half the deck, so we can't go with half the deck for advice, but we will take the one card that is flipped this way. Initially, it's going to require a lot of your time and energy, okay, based on this reading here, but this is a positive outcome. So if you hang in there, and it looks like you know the truth, you're not going into this blind. So if you hang in there and do what you got to do, you know, roll through the punches, I feel like things will turn around for you, and this ultimately will be a positive path for you, okay? And look at this. This is the advice, answered prayer. So, Cancer, with that coming out, again, it's like you've got to do whatever it takes, and you got to roll through the challenge and the obstacle, but ultimately it will become very solid, stable, and have like great longevity, and there will be no secrets. There will be nothing hidden, okay? But there is work and emotion and lack of like appreciation or something like that initially. This could also have to do something with finances, like you won't make as much money, or initially, your finances are a little sketchy on this path. That could be very common with this two pairing of cards. So Cancer, path 2 actually looks decent, has great potential. However, just keep in mind what I've mentioned here, okay? And ultimately, answered prayer, I feel like ultimately it's going to turn out quite favorable, okay? So those are your messages with path 2. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Alright, Cancer, let's see what's up for path 3. Potential positive and negative aspect of path 3. Let's see what's coming out. Okay. Ooh, so this was the actual card for path 2 as the positive, which was trapped. And for the potential negative, we have lust. So we're going to have to pull some tarot to understand what that's about, because, positive being trapped and the negative being lust. That could mean a number of different things. So let's pull some tarot. The positive is like this path is like in it with you 100%, like it's very solid, it's very stable. However, with lust here, either you or the other person involved on this path could be very tempted at some point to stray from this path, okay? But we'll see what the tarot adds to that. Alright, so yeah, there's a reward here, the long haul. Finally, we open up about our emotions, and this is good energy. And then over here, it could be that, this is such a long relationship or situation, we could be very tempted to stray. We could be tempted to stray from it for multiple different reasons. For more money, for some sort of, sexual interest, romantic interest, if this is about a relationship. If this is about of the past, where you're like, I was left hanging, I have no idea. What I feel here is whoever that person is you're asking about definitely has feelings for you, thinks about you. There's still a deep connection between the two of you, but there was some sort of distraction or temptation that led that person astray, whether it was another person, it was an addiction, it was the pursuit of greater material resources, furthering education, something to do with their family. Like, it's different for each and every one of you, but they are definitely still thinking of you. And as far as this being a path in the now, Cancer, I do see that it has great long-term potential, but at some point we feel very tempted to stray away from it for whatever reason, okay? Or whoever's involved is tempted to stray away from you. But I don't feel like, even though it's there, I don't feel like that's it doesn't end things. Okay, so let's see. Ultimate outcome. Alright, so we have the gate. A barrier keeps you from your goal, and indulgence and revelry. So you kind of have the devil here twice. And what I feel about this, as far as, if this being a path for you or not, this gate here, it's either, what I feel is this. If this is about like a situation, it might not be the right time for it. Okay, again, I see good potential here, but it might not be the right time with this gate, because this isn't like a permanent hindrance. It's just a temporary thing, and it says like you need a key, you need something. So if there's other people involved, it's like you need their consent, their decision, their participation, their return into your life, that type of thing. Okay, so this path is contingent upon timing, whether it's something about the past returning, it's something going on in the now. If this is just where you're seeking closure, again, I just feel as though that situation, you're still connected to it, and there may be communication coming in the future with that person or situation, but it's not the right time. Okay, so let's pull some advice. We have angels. So listen, Cancer, this is not a yes, this is not a no. It's not a right time. And you need to reach out to your guardian angels, your spirit guides, just whatever you believe in, to get more direction about when the time is right for this, okay? Because it's not a yes, it's not a no. It's just like, all the pieces of the puzzle are not ready to fit together. And, when that time comes, you're going to be divinely guided. So reach out to the angelic realm for that assistance. So, Cancer, those are your messages for Path 3. I hope that this reading has helped you, and I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.